Watch with history only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. Tourists. The Observer. History only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. The Observer.
Trigger warning. The following content may discuss sensitive topics such as mental health, abuse, violence. Please proceed with caution and take care of yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to step away.
Show. She doesn't
No, it
have to
fucking
sit
isn't.
there
But I'm sick of people, right?
making
Can
it
I
about
just-
her.
Can I just say something? I'm sick of fucking people, yeah, who don't understand things. Like, they'll fucking forgive this woman time and time and time again. Like, why are we fucking scared of this fucking tramp? Give as good as she gets. She says one thing, you say another. I've had enough of fucking pussy putting around this cunt.
Exactly, and we're not talking about men. Yes, men's fucking DV matters and is important, but we're talking about women. So you lot just shut your.
Can I just say, like, 2 women a week are being killed by a partner or ex-partner. So we're talking about women here. It doesn't mean that men don't go through anything, but 2 women a week are being killed by men.
I don't understand. I can't believe she questioned. How are we questioning anyone's DV? Like, that's why I don't like fucking Talia, but I felt for her yesterday. I don't like EQ, but I felt when she was crying. So I fucking feel the same way about somebody who I class as a friend on this app as well. Don't make me spread cry, and I won't fucking come for you.
Girl.
Huh?
But she knows what she's doing. She's in sorry, Papa Blaze, but she's inciting hatred. She knows what she's doing. She knows how her people will react, and she knows exactly what she's doing. She deep down is not questioning fuck all. She knows exactly what she's doing to other people. It is not on misread. You've got your own platform. You speak on your own platform. People have spoken on it, but it's not going to be spoken about every single fucking day. You don't run this app. No one's fucking scared of you. You're just a person on the internet.
She makes a point of letting everyone know how long she's been on social media for. She makes a point of letting everyone know that she's a professional at it. So if you don't all think that EQ didn't know what she was doing, you're crazy. You underestimate this woman so much. She knew what she was doing, the same as she knew what she was doing when she went to the press.
Was Auntie laughing about the DV situation as well?
She was laughing at Talia, but I think...
Well, I question Auntie's DV as well then. How about that?
The problem here is Rickster. This is not Miss Red's fault. This is Rickster's fault. Rickster, the man in this. That is who is the problem. That is who abused you. And no one is saying that you wasn't abused, because you 100% was manipulated and you went through abuse with this guy because you thought you was in a relationship and he was seeing it as a whole different way. He manipulated you financially, emotionally, and what he's done is wholly wrong.
But look, it's all the women going for women instead of actually speaking on the man. The perpetrator, the person that's doing this, that's done it to EQ, that's done it to Talia. It's crazy. Like, you're on here, like, you're beefing bloody Miss Red. For what reason? She didn't do anything wrong yesterday.
She's inciting hate. She knows what she's doing. She knows.
Guys, I need to go on my Top Girl.
Quite triggering as well.
What does that say?
Something like, I don't know if it were about Red, because I don't know everything about her story, but he said something about we don't need to always hear about people's DV on the app and about you being slapped around your kitchen and all this lot.
So what about his then? Do we feel sorry for him? How many things have he come up?
I mean,
you know what?
if anyone's got me a WhatsApp, if someone sends me a number for WhatsApp, I'll forward it. I'm not bothered. Like, I'm not stirring shit. It's just something I got sent, and like, from what I read from it, I thought that was quite sad. That.
You know what? I think everything that Zach said about his dad and having a shit childhood, I don't believe it.
Well, he mentions that about it's a 2-minute clip. If I just said to Will to send me WhatsApp number, and I'll happily send it. It might have been seen, I don't know, and I'm not trying to cause drama, but I just seen it and I just thought that was fucking quite sad. That like, I don't like DV and fucking, I don't know what. But Will, send me your mobile number onto my
Top Girl has it there. She'll pass it on to you straight away if she can, because
Top Girl's got a different number now. She's not in contact with me.
Alright, oh yeah, 2 minutes. I'll send it on there.
Send it on here and I'll just WhatsApp it to you now, because
yeah,
and you can listen to it. And I think this might be what
I have
triggered.
no fucking sympathy for anybody who's gonna question anyone's DV. I don't agree with it. Hi, leave I with the cam too, huh? I don't agree with it. Don't come at me and or at my friends, and I won't come at you. Simple as, like, everyone knows I've got a fucking big mouth. When it comes to my friends, I'll go fucking ham. It proper just killed me seeing her cry and people questioning her DV. Like, that's like me. If I come on this fucking app and say to somebody, I've been through this and been through that, and then you got some fucking crackhead like Zach or EQ saying, I don't believe it. Go fuck yourselves. I don't believe you was drunk. I think you're a fucking racist. I think you did it for that shock factor. I don't fucking believe it. How about that?
It's not nice to see, like, this is what I mean, like, you're coming for creators instead of the person that has actually done this. Like, it's crazy.
Like, I'm not Red's biggest fan. What they say
Top Girl, can I just say something about being Cam-tooed to them twats across there and all Delulu's twats across there? Listen, Miss Red never went for EQ yesterday in a bad way. She worded it wrong in all she meant, like she always says, can't it be talked about off the app, not on the app? And for all them that are sitting there turning around and saying that, Delulu's like in fucking that sofa, oh well, Miss Red shouldn't have said that to EQ. Get your facts right before you start, and stop sitting there trying to make out Miss Red is the one that's done all of this on herself. I'm sorry,
Kales was speaking.
Right.
Sorry, Kales.
Like,
sorry, Top Girl.
I'm not Miss Red's biggest fan, right? But yesterday, I think she did the right thing. She didn't sit there fucking laughing like Delulu did the night before.
Oh.
Or anything, do you know what I mean? And, like, Delulu sits there and says that she's been through DA and DV and whatever, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what the other thing is?
But you wouldn't sit there laughing about someone.
No, but do you know the other thing, Cows, as well, right? As an outsider looking in, yeah, this seems like Talia and EQ have been through very similar things. And yes, I understand that EQ feels like Rickster was using Talia to also still abuse her. But if EQ has been through this situation with Rickster, surely she knows herself that Rickster tries to get everyone to help and push his narratives. And surely a conversation between them both to understand would have been for them both to understand whether that was happening to Talia too. And Chelsea could have actually helped Talia, being someone who's been through this before. So I don't think what Miss Red did was out of order. I think what she tried to do was say, you girls need to talk, because actually it seems like you're going through the same thing.
Yeah. But the thing is as well, though, is like, you wouldn't... So anybody that's been through, like, DA and DV, right, would know that even if Rickster wasn't there at the time, right, with Talia, yeah, that's still putting her in a very, very vulnerable situation once he came back.
Yeah. I just don't think we have any right to question anyone's DV. I really, really don't.
No. But what I'm saying is, Top Girl, is like, and if she's been, like, so we all know, right, that DV doesn't start with DV. It doesn't. It starts with emotional manipulation first. It starts with the games and everything else, yeah? And how many times, right, have you been, like there's that many times, right, it's on average, it takes a woman 7 times before she leaves. If she does leave, 7 times.
We were talking about this yesterday.
So that's 6 times of defending a guy. And if you listen to what Talia was saying, when she was talking, it was always, I've done this, I've done that, I've said this. And that's the way they get you thinking, is that it's you're the problem, you're the issue. You're the one that's created this, you're the one that's caused this.
They could have helped each other. And I think that was Red's point. I don't think Red meant any malice by it. I think her point was, you need to speak off app, quite simply, because you both sound like you've been through, or like Talia, still going through the same thing. And what better to speak to a person who has been through it before by the same person? They've both been done over by this man. I truly believe that. As much as I don't like either of them, they've both been done over by this man, both of them. But they're the best people to speak to one another.
But because they have such a hatred for each other, they're coming at each other instead of the fucking man that's done it.
I know, and it's crazy. But this is what the man wanted, so this is still happening. They're still allowing the man to get.
Can I tell you what this is? This is EQ wants everybody to be speaking on this because she wants everyone to be aware of what Rix has done and how she's also a victim, which she is. However, It's been spoken about. She has her own platform. You can't have Miss Red speaking about this exclusively every single day. She's done nothing wrong here, and you can't. Like, questioning what people have been through is absolutely wild, because if someone did that to her, she would have the most to say about it. There'd be a whole hate campaign. It's fucking ridiculous. No one is taking away what you've been through, because we're all well aware of what Rickster put you through, but that doesn't make anybody else any less.
Morning.
You've got your own platform, so...
you and Jodie got Supermod. I need to mute for 5 minutes.
Sorry again, Kels, for speaking over you.
No, it's all right, Jade. But what I don't get as well is, because we watched the live last night, it was Cam 2, right? And EQ had put up that she was fearing like the day before, and she was fearing for her life. But in the live yesterday, she said she's not been feared for 2 years, and she's not feared now.
It's just, she's just inciting hatred onto people, and, you know, she wants all these big platforms to speak on it. The Colt and Angie, they're easy to get on side, but I don't think Miss Red was unfair yesterday. I understand she's upset about her saying to go on a phone call, but I don't think that was said with any malice or anything. It's inciting hatred, and I just think everyone should just block each other at this point. Like, stop going to people that you dislike to speak on situations.
I think if you were grown adults that had any ounce of respect for one another, it's easy. You and Red, EQ and Red clearly have each other's numbers. Why couldn't have EQ just messaged her and been like, how did you mean that comment? Because it could be interpreted in any way, but you didn't. You went on the platform and you made it into something that it didn't need to be. I don't think she meant malice by it. Not one little bit.
No, she's upset because what she's been through has been questioned, the same as some people are questioning EQ. There's just absolutely no need for all of this when the issue here is Rickster, and that's who this anger should be directed towards.
100%. He's the perpetrator in all of this. He's the person that's not just done stuff to EQ and Talia, by the way. You know, there's other people that have been affected by his behaviour also. He's affected a lot of women's behaviour on this app, and he should be the one that's being called out for it, not anybody else.
Now, if all these women got together that have been hurt as well by Rickster, and they all sat together and spoke together about the issue and the problem and what one's been through in case the other one's been through it, you know, when all got together and spoke about it, it would make the situation a lot, not easier, but a lot more, you know, smoother, so they could support each other.
She's posted a story that says, hope Miss Red is okay. I think she's starting to understand how all of us have felt the past few days. I've personally had it for a month, and the lady last night, I played a whole year. Look after yourself, Miss Red, and women and men who have also been through shared experiences. It's traumatising, as we have seen over the past few days for all victims. So never invalidate others in the pursuit of gossip. Hope everyone is okay. Yeah, so I think like EQ should stop going to Miss Red to speak on her issues on here. Like, obviously if it's on FYP it will be spoken about, but it's not Miss Red's job to speak up for EQ every single time something happens. Like, you can't, I don't know, it's a lot to like the issue here
does nobody else feel that having that recording played right the other day as now
I'm sorry, why does EQ think that Miss Red has a right to speak up and play, be her fucking scapegoat when she's the one who said all the shit about Miss Red's son, Miss Red's granddaughter? Like,
can we just remember as well? Can we just remember as well? Can we just remember as well that Talia's voice call where she was speaking openly about whatever she's going through was played to thousands of people on this platform, and someone said that there was another recording played last night. So that in turn is possibly putting her in danger with someone who everybody is saying is abusive, because on the phone calls Becca was saying he's abusive to you, he's this to you, he's that to you. So you're putting a woman in danger by putting that out there. And as women who have been through DV, you should be protecting these women.
This is what I kept saying yesterday. This is exactly what I said yesterday, right? I'm not saying that EQ hasn't been through this as well and her feelings aren't as valid. But right now, in present moment of time, who out of the both is in most danger? EQ's out of that situation. Talia might not be. Talia could be in serious danger right now. None of us know what's going on behind closed doors. Why take that risk?
And
Why?
It's not
Especially
just
when
that,
you know who that person is.
It's not just that now, because what could have happened now is, right, so that's been outed, right? Talia thought she was talking to someone who she assumed she could trust, right? Because apparently she was friends with it before she even knew EQ and everything else, right? So Talia's talking to someone that she thought she could trust. Now, all that's going to do now is double down on the fact that she feels like she won't be able to go to anybody for help and reach out to anybody, which then gives Rickster even more control over her.
It's making her lonely. It's segregating her.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word.
And it's doubling down on the fact that
segregating. Thank you.
Yeah, it's doubling down on the fact then that he has then even more control over her.
Well, it's going to make her feel like she's got nobody. She's got nobody to turn to. She can't trust anyone, and then she's going to think the only person she's got is him. And then she's stuck in a house with him and stuck in a situation. And as much as we don't like to bring children onto this app, can we also think about the safety of her child as well?
Yeah.
Because she does have a child. Okay, it's a very different situation. Yes, okay, they've both been through the same thing. There's lots of different factors to take into consideration here.
And she was away from it. EQ's away from it. All right, she's still getting affected by it and everything. And I know, like, fucking Rickster's a fucking weirdo. Like, I don't understand why he's still going after her constantly like the way he is. But she can go to the solicitor. She can get non-molestation orders. The stuff that she can do. She's not in immediate danger.
She's 100%. So it's EQ having arguments with people and whatnot doesn't take away from what she has been through and how she feels about everything with Rickster. And I think she is allowed to tell her story and tell people how it made her feel. Like I think that he did manipulate her, and I think
she can tell her story. But when she played that recording, that's not her story. That's Talia's.
And that's the thing, like, no one's saying that EQ isn't a victim in his behaviour. She's 100% a victim. 100% a victim of Rickster. But where she's gone wrong is by revealing Talia's story and not knowing what the implications might be because of that. And that is why, and I truly think that is why, EQ didn't go in too much about Talia last night, because I think EQ went away and reflected and realised, fuck, she hasn't exactly done this right herself. But you can't be coming for other people on this app. It's not about other people. It's about this man, the man that's done this to multiple people. Because it was shown on EQ's Live last night. It's not just people he's in a relationship with that he easily tries to manipulate.
Do you know what shocked me, Chelsea, as well, is the amount of people saying, oh, well, he's not been violent to her, he's not done this and different to her, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, but the thing is they don't start off violent.
No.
It takes one thing to trigger him into violence.
Yeah, but the cows, I think the biggest story is that you do the awareness about this person, correct? But you've got to allow people to give consent for them to tell their stories. You can't be
she could have played that. So that recording that she had of the other woman yesterday, she could have asked that other woman, can we play this?
Yeah, she did. She had consent of the other woman.
Yeah, so she had the consent of the woman, so she could have played that instead of Talia's.
Oh my God, I've just been sent a video someone's asked me to play.
Is it bad?
It was just a bit shocking. I just want you to listen to this. And also in regards to Sophie and Levi, because people are saying in the comments, I've never disregarded what she said that she's been through, never, not once. I've said to people that they shouldn't be putting her address out because she's got children there, etc., etc. So stop trying to be the main character in this immediately. Women,
it's nothing to do with you.
When it comes to things like this, women should stand together, and that's it. Stop trying to make it into a fucking argument.
And it's not about them.
Right, listen.
When it's so, yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it's just fucking sent me a little bit cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just human. I'm just feeling like different emotions about the situation, you know? Like, I proper feel for EQ as well. And then you've got other FYP hosts sitting there suggesting that they make contact. And then when the same happened to me with my dad, telling me that my toxic dad, who has mentally abused me, has his right to his side, and I'm sitting there thinking, hang on, it weren't that long ago you were getting smashed around a kitchen by your baby father, darling. You know what I mean? If it weren't for him being dead, should we bring him on the app and let him tell his side? Like, it's just scummy, man. Like, it's so scummy. Like, it's trash.
Oh my God.
I ain't having no man on this earth belittle what people know.
What the hell?
I'm saying about this dickhead.
Wow.
Alicia, can you play that again? Sorry, I'm just sorting the baby out. So sorry, guys.
And I've got to skip into 1 minute. 1 sec.
But at the same time, shit like this can really... when it's so... Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it's just fucking... sent me a little bit cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just human. I'm just feeling like different emotions about the situation, you know? Like, I proper feel for EQ as well. And then you've got other FYP hosts sitting there suggesting that they make contact. And then when the same happened to me with my dad, telling me that my toxic dad, who has mentally abused me, has his right to his side, and I'm sitting there thinking, hang on, when it weren't that long ago, you were getting smashed around the kitchen by your baby father, darling. You know what I mean? If it weren't for him being dead, should we bring him on the app and let him tell his side? Like, it's just scummy, man. Like, it's so scummy. Like, it's trash.
Who's he talking about?
Just said, isn't scummy.
Well, who's he talking about?
He's talking about Miss Red.
Are you taking the fucking piss?
No, I'm not taking the piss. He's talking about Miss Red.
Again. And people still want to go around him after he fucking said this. And you know what?
It's okay for him to mock someone's DV situation, but it's you make no sense. You're a hypocrite. Right there and then, what you did was hypocritical. How can you...
A man sat there saying it wasn't that long ago that you was getting smashed around your kitchen. You sat on Sub Live only, running your mouth about women's experiences. Let me just remind you, 2 women a week are unalived by a partner or ex-partner of a man. And you sat there completely belittling it because you don't like this person. Stay the fuck out of women's feelings and what women go through.
Look now.
Stop using that as a reason to attack.
Look now, Miss Red's in an absolute state, bless her flipping heart. What, probably because she's seen that video. So well done you, yet again, for making women feel vulnerable, yet again. Congratulations. Do you want an achievement? Have you fucked up so much on TikTok that you can't get awards from them anymore, so you need to get awards for other things? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You describe it like that, Dimples, exactly. It's...
Can I just say, he was talking about me and Miss Red there, Miss Red about the kitchen thing. But... his father got in contact for somebody to contact me. You all know I'll let anybody up. I didn't know what he was saying. I never asked that man not one question that night. I put myself on mute and I even walked away from the camera. The minute I come off that live, somebody said, Pearl, that was the setup. I've just heard them talking. Went to message the father and he blocked us. Then a couple of days after, he come on saying, well, I had to give things a little push. It wasn't happening quick enough. So I'll thank you very much to get the right story. I didn't know what that man was going to come out with, but they contacted me to come on my platform.
Can I just say as well, I just had a message saying that he played the EastEnders theme tune after he said that. After he said it wasn't that long ago you was getting smashed around your kitchen. He played the EastEnders theme tune like it's nothing.
Do you know the thing is, Alicia, about all this and that? That was something told in confidence, right? To Miss Red. Miss Red told that to Zach in confidence, right? So what is the difference, right? Then, well, there is a massive difference here, right? And this what's really pissing me off. A lot of that whole community, his community's been going around saying, you leaked images, right? Yeah, she regrets that to this day. Off the app, she did that.
He sent images manipulating. It's a load of bullshit. Listen, I've just been asked to... Sorry, I just had a phone call. I've just been asked to play it again because people are saying in another live they haven't heard it, so let me just play it again.
Can we just bear in mind...
At the same time, shit like this can really... when it's so... Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it's just fucking... sent me a little bit cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just human. I'm just feeling like different emotions about the situation, you know? Like, I proper feel for EQ as well. And then you've got other FYP hosts sitting there suggesting that they make contact. And then when the same happened to me with my dad, telling me that my toxic dad, who has mentally abused me, has his right to his side, and I'm sitting there thinking, hang on, it weren't that long ago you were getting smashed around a kitchen by your baby father, darling. You know what I mean? If it weren't for him being dead, well, should we bring him on the app and let him tell his side? Like, it's just scummy, man. Like, it's so scummy, like, it's trash.
And then after that, he played the EastEnders theme tune.
Luke, what were you saying? Sorry.
I was just saying, listen, I haven't got the energy to be angry with Zach. He's a fucking scumbag. I will be playing that on my live tomorrow, and we will be opening boxes. But can we just remember, Top Girl, that when we're doing these lives, I'm not saying anything to you, but I'm saying that this woman now, after hearing that, me and Alex have just been on a call with her, that's a broken woman. I've never, ever heard a woman so fucking broken from what she went through.
I think that's what I mean. Like, I think, like, most women have been through DV, and I feel like that's why I'm so fucking upset about people.
You can't talk. Top, I'm telling you now, we've just been on the phone. She cannot talk.
No, I honestly, I'm sick of people.
Do you know what it is as well? Have you seen the start of that clip as well? Have you heard what he says at the start? Oh, I'm sick and tired of hearing a stupid DV. That's people's trauma. He doesn't give a shit.
Alex, it was shitty DV.
Yeah, shitty DV.
Exactly, but look, it's no good saying don't talk about it because he gets away with fucking everything.
It needs to be fucking told about because people like him.
I've got another video here where he's saying he would love to booyaka me and doing a punching motion. I've got a video here. I've just seen Zach saying
Zach Charlie.
booyaka me. Are you Are you a man that hits women, Zach? Just because you're GAY, it don't mean you can run around hitting women. Because, like I said, there's 2 women a week unalived by men, and you're sitting here saying you want to punch a woman for doing a fucking FYP show on a Sunday.
Anybody.
This is TikTok. And you're sat here saying you want to hit women.
He doesn't give a shit.
You disgusting little piece of shit running around using pictures from when you've been through something for emotional manipulation, weaponising your mental health. You're a piece of shit cunt. How about
correct
that?
me if I'm wrong, I don't think that Miss Red has ever leaked that situation. She's only ever expressed that she's been in that situation. So you have just leaked information about Miss Red that she told you in private. It's disgusting.
Well, he's done the same that he's asking people to feel sorry for about him.
Listen to this.
He has kids as well, though, Top Girl. Like, what if her kids don't know that in
absolute fucking narcissist?
Go on, Alyssa.
That in your fucking dingy little bed sit, you little tramp. Hang on, I've got to...
Can I just say something quickly? And as for saying about people bringing their shitty DV to the app, so what's he turning around and saying that what Evil Queen went through, she shouldn't be talking about it either? You're a fucking hypocrite, mate. And do you know the only reason you've done that, Zach, because we know you're listening, the only reason you've done all this and said that today is to get in back in Evil Queen's good books. Because of what she said about you last night. You're a fucking scumbag. We're going to play that video tomorrow at 3:30 and we're going to open up the boxes. And if Zach wants to come in and have his say, you're more than fucking welcome.
Why?
Yeah?
But this is 1 minute, Luke. Why are you giving him a platform? He will do it again and again and again.
What are you on about giving him a platform?
You're giving him your platform to have a discussion about it.
Because I'd like to get him in the box and have a discussion with him about it. But he's too chicken shit to do it. He's all right sitting there on fucking sub only thinking, oh, no one's listening to me, no one's watching me and say that. Let's fucking say it in front of everybody. Let's get it out there and say what you fucking really think. I haven't got a vendetta against Red or everybody. You know, I've moved on 2025. You're a lying piece of shit. Now I'm going.
Right, I want to play this because I want people to
Exactly, Luke.
Release! You know what I mean? You know, the amount of times I get my addictions, my fucking, you know.
Scummy cunt.
Do you know, I'd love to booyaka that tramp on a Sunday morning. They're everywhere, aren't they? I'm taking no prisoners issue. If you're a terrible person, man or woman, you're getting it in the neck, mate. you're a nasty individual and you're toxic, then yeah, I probably would booyaka you.
Yeah.
Release!
I'm sure he only lives in Luton. So you're
Does he live in Luton? FYP show. You're sat there over an FYP show chatting shit saying you're going to booyaka people. You don't know what I've been through. Just because I don't come here and make my trauma my whole fucking personality like you little piece of shit.
Oh, he lives in Luton.
You think, hang on a minute, you think you can sit there and say you're going to booyaka me because you're a GAY man? You think that you've got a pass to say that? Because if someone like Alex Brigham sat there or Chippy sat there and said that they were going to punch me in the face,
be all over.
I'm sure you'd have something to say about it. And you're sitting there saying about people who are toxic, this, that and the other. I'm not running around here saying bun the N-words, am I? I'm not running around here saying the things you're saying, speaking about DV that you know fuck all about.
Guys, he's not even bothered. He's earned $5,000 in 4 days. He doesn't give a shit about our opinions. We care, obviously, as humans, but he couldn't give a shit what he says on this fucking app.
I'm sorry, I just didn't like Miss Red crying this morning. I don't like anyone crying, especially people who are fucking like, do you know what I mean? And I don't understand how we, as people on this app, are questioning anyone's DV. I don't get it. And you live in fucking Luton. My mum's brothers live in Luton. You need to fucking carry on with your shitty behaviour. Go have a Dettol bath, you fucking ugly cunt.
And someone just said to me about Frankie. I called Frankie out when he said what he said about Angie, and Frankie wholeheartedly apologised. Frankie was wrong for what he said. I called it out. So don't sit here deflecting what you've just watched, where a man has just said to a woman about a woman that he will punch her in the face. You saw the action. You heard what he said. Don't make excuses here, because that's fucked up. Women should be standing together. Things like this, because it's a national emergency. What is happening to women?
What the fuck have I done?
Not you, Frankie.
Not me.
Yeah. They are on about Frankie. They're on about, because obviously, you know,
When this shit happened with Angie, when I spoke about it at the time, like, people are just trying to deflect Frankie. Just it's bullshit. I don't sit there and say, oh, it's all right for someone to say something just because I get along with them.
Yeah.
People are just trying to deflect what we've just seen and heard, where he's talking about people being whatever around their kitchen. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Did somebody just call me a terrorist in the comments?
Well, hang on.
Bad advice, did you?
Yeah, because you've got Zach's little community here. They're disgusting people.
It's the same thing then that Zach wanted everybody for when Zach sent the photos manipulating people to stop them outing them, to do an exposure. There was only that person him knew about what Miss Red had gone through, so there you go, he's just outed her personal business.
I'm not having someone because they're a GAY man think that they can sit there and threaten me. It's not going to happen ever in a million years. Like, this might be TikTok and that, but no, you're not going to sit there over a live stream. I get about 500 people on a Sunday. You've got your thousands of people. You're the biggest thing on the app, so what's your problem? Why are you worried about my fucking TikTok thing and you're sitting there threatening a woman?
You know what? What's come out of Zach's mouth? You're a scummy little cunt, Zach. And I'm telling you, as a fucking monster man, you're a scummy little shitbag.
He's a fucking rat with no backbone, though. That's the only.
He won't come for no man properly like that. He wouldn't.
Try coming from me, even at my age, I'm whacking.
Call me racist all you want. Go back over to your leader who went, bun the ends.
When are people on this?
You're calling me.
When are people on this app gonna learn? We're talking about the here and now. Stop deflecting to the past, because that's you basically saying that it's okay what you just heard. It's not okay what you just heard. It's disgusting.
And also, he said there as well.
Out and out private information about someone, and also threatening a woman. Are you okay?
Okay, and then he went on to say, when he was talking about one person, they're everywhere. They're like flies around shit. What did he mean by that? That's what I just jumped in to say, because I don't know what he meant by that when he's talking about one person. What do you mean?
I'm just sticking up for him. Of course she is.
Oh, she will be. Another rat.
Susan, carry on, and you know what? Not even carry on.
DLM Angie, she'll stick up for all that's fucking scummy, that cunt.
That's what I mean. That's what he said. He said they're everywhere, because he was talking about Alicia, and then he went, they're everywhere. They're like flies around shit. Who's everywhere?
I think we should. I think Zach is lying about his trauma with his dad. I think Angie had never been through DV, and I think
Top girl, please don't
sink to their level, Top girl. Listen, can I just say something here? He's sitting there and he's saying, oh, you know, I've moved on from all that. I don't care about these people. I'm above these people. But all he ever does is dig up Miss Red all the fucking time. We see what you're doing. Everyone sees what you're doing. You're fucking obsessed. You're sitting there maintaining, oh, I don't care about this. I've moved on with my life. No, you haven't, because you speak about it every fucking day in sly little digs. Zach the rat.
It's disgusting.
I follow Zach, but I'm going to unfollow him. Right when I come off here, I'll just unfollow that fucking scummy little cunt.
How are people still following him and subbing to this man after he was so racist? I don't fucking get it. He had no sympathy. He had no apologies for any of it. And now this has come out. Why do you think I'm so fucking angry? Because women do go through DV every fucking day.
And it's not.
Yeah, the thing is as well, like for me, like when I see people make mistakes and they truly have like tried to learn from the mistakes, right? I'm one of them people that because obviously that situation with the racism, obviously I'm not offended because obviously I'm a Caucasian male. However, you can be disgusted by racism, of course you can. But the thing is when I said to him, like, he said, oh, well, that was weeks ago. And I said, you can't tell black people that they shouldn't still be offended. And he went, oh, I've got support numbers in my bio.
Like he's saying we've moved on from it. No one cares. I was drunk. Shut your mouth. You cannot sit and speak about anything anyone on this app has said. When you sat there and you didn't know you was on a live stream and you were saying bum the ends, and then you said, people were saying, oh, it's because he said it about P. Diddy. Oh, that's all right then.
Just shows he's grown up on racism.
Stop that. You use this word. You pretend you're an ally to people. You say you stand with Torian and Paige and Remy and this one and that one. And then all the time, behind the scenes, you're just a nasty, nasty little piece of shit.
It just shows he can't be trusted. How does anyone trust this man?
People have just said, can you play it again for the new ones in the room?
Hang on.
He made out he was an ally. He obviously made Miss Red feel like she could trust him and told him stuff. And he's just outed it on the internet.
So a platform to get a platform.
Exactly. How can any of you ever trust this man? He's literally just done things on this app to prove that he's an untrustworthy person. Like, it's crazy.
My heart is break.
Yeah. It's so sad.
I'm going to be honest with you. Even before when all that backlash that happened before, and obviously everyone felt a certain way, and she got everyone jumped on, and she had all the awareness lives going on. From what I've just witnessed and what I've just heard from her voice, she can't talk. I've never heard it like this.
No,
right. I'm going to play these two videos. Sorry,
said as well.
Hello, just
1 minute, let Carla finish.
Oh, sorry,
go on. Sorry, Carla, go on.
No, he just said, didn't he, not only about that, about the kitchen, he said, we'd bring your ex on the app, only he's not here anymore. He's DA'd.
Yeah.
DA'd.
I'm going to play these two videos. Oh, hang on.
I don't want to say, I just wanted to say that lady in the comments that mentioned Frankie, she was saying that people should have the same energy that they had for Frankie for Zach. She weren't cussing Frankie, by the way. She's explained in the comments as well.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mersham.
You know what, as well, like, I'm baffled. Zach, you've sat here and you've just said what you've said, right, in front of people, and you've mocked, basically, Miss Red's DV, and you've also spoken about that man that's no longer here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, but that's also the father of her children.
Yes.
So what are you doing to her kids as well? Regardless of what Miss Red went through, you don't know the relationship them children had with their dad, and you were just saying about the fact, sorry, we can't bring him here because he's dead, isn't he? You're sick.
And remember as well, these two videos again, and then I've got to go.
Yeah, 1 second. Can I quickly say this?
Since that them children still grieving their father only a few months in. So let's.
And can I just say this one thing? And about the here we go. This Frankie said that once on the app, right, and everyone made him accountable. People dragged that guy for what he said, yeah, and he regretted it. And I know this because I know him as a person in real life. Yet Zach has done this multiple fucking times where he's threatened women, spoke derogative towards women, called them SLAGs, and all this, right? Frankie said it once, but yet you mention it now and deflecting off a situation that's happened today.
Yeah.
Angie just got banana.
Oh, fun Angie. Angie will laugh about this because she's a sick, twisted individual.
But at the same time, shit like this can really, when it's so, yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it's just fucking sent me a little bit cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just human. I'm just feeling like different emotions about the situation, you know? Like, I proper feel for EQ as well. And then you've got other FYP hosts sitting there suggesting that they make contact. And then when the same happened to me with my dad, telling me that my toxic dad, who has mentally abused me, has his right to his side. And I'm sitting there thinking, hang on, it weren't that long ago you were getting smashed around the kitchen by your baby father, darling. You know what I mean? If it weren't for him being dead, should we bring him on the app and let him tell his side? Like, it's just scummy, man. Like, it's so scummy. Like, it's trash.
And then the other one.
Sorry, it was Cam 2 that got disconnected. They were watching Angie while Angie was watching here.
Bon Angie, Bon Cam 2. If they're going to sit and not stand with people.
Release! You know what I mean? And the amount of times I get my addictions and my fucking, you know. Do you know, I'd love to booyaka that tramp on a Sunday morning. They're like flies around shit, they're everywhere, aren't they? I'm taking no prisoners to shoot. If you're a terrible person, man or woman, you're getting it in the neck, mate. If you're a nasty individual and you're toxic, then yeah, I probably would booyaka you. Release!
I'm sorry, but men who are...
Especially if it's men or women, I think we should be there. We shouldn't question anything. Yeah. And if you're going to befriend somebody and they tell you something and then you use it afterwards, I think you're a scummy bastard. I think anybody who is around Zach, don't come around me. I don't need any of that kind of shit. I'm going. See you later.